To another one of our extraordinary students. We have so many. This year's recipient of the Provost's Award for Academic Excellence, the president of our Stony Brook chapter of the Pi Sigma Alpha Honor Society, Sia Majmundar, for our farewell address. Sia?
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, and my fellow champions of change. Some of you have traveled vast oceans, leaving behind familiar shores of your homeland. Others come from families whose roots dive deep in the very soil upon which we stand today. In our midst are also those whose families rewrote the stories of their successors in the land of opportunity. Yet, despite the diverse backgrounds and experiences that define us all, we stand beneath this roof, bound by a shared dedication to the pursuit of political knowledge. For far too long, politics has been viewed as the mere study of governance, or the analysis of historical systems of rule. But I challenge you to see it for what it truly is, an art form, a battleground where humanity's greatest ideals clash against the forces of oppression and injustice. Politics is the art of people fighting for what they believe in. Politics is the embodiment of our collective struggle for justice, freedom, and equality. Politics is the unwavering belief that every single voice can change the world. Through the corridors of our classes, we bear witness to the raw courage of those who refuse to be silenced, who defy the odds, and who march boldly towards justice and freedom. We have studied the transformative power of intellect over ignorance, words over weapons, and the resounding echo of screams against silence. Timeless Hours, James Dessinger and Blaney, has explored the darkest corners of humanity. Through the pages of their works, we were confronted with the stark realities of human nature, navigating through the labyrinth of conflict, injustice, and suffering that had plagued our history. Yet, amidst those shadows, we were granted a glimpse into the transformative power of visionary leadership. Time and time again, through the chronicles of humankind, we have learned that leadership transcends mere authority. It is born from resilience and an unyielding dedication to fighting for what we believe in the most. For in the face of adversity, it is our voices that act as thunderous cannons, shaking the very foundations of oppression and injustice. It is through our voices that we, as the leaders of tomorrow, wield the power to sculpt the destiny of our nation and carve the legacy of generations yet to come. On February 24th, 2022, Ukraine was thrust into the heart of a full-scale military invasion, leaving the nation reeling in the wake of devastation. Yet, amidst the chaos and despair, emerged a figure whose voice served as a beacon of hope, inspiring a nation to rise from the bomb-laden messes that were once the Carpathians and the seascapes. In the darkest dawn of adversity, President Volodymyr Zelensky showed the world that true leadership is the embodiment of stability in the face of fear and terror. The same comedic voice, once filled with laughter, now roared with defiance against injustice. Zelensky's voice became the rallying cry of a people, a resounding chorus of voices breaking the silence of oppression. It became the anthem of a nation united under the singular endeavor of refusing to succumb. Zelensky, armed with nothing but his voice, declared victory, not in the defeat of an enemy, but in the courage of a people who refused to be silenced. He had a voice, and with unshakable commitment to justice, he inspired each and every Ukrainian to stand shoulder to shoulder in the fight for freedom. He had a voice, and he changed the world. Now let's rewind the tape of time further back to a moment etched in the chapters of the greatest history. 83 years, 11 months, and 12 days ago, at 3:40 p.m., within the sacred chambers of the House of Commons, a thunderous voice stirred the very soul of the nation just hours after the Battle of Dunkirk. We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and the streets, we shall fight in the hills, we shall never surrender, said Prime Minister Winston Churchill. These words, spoken with the conviction born of steel and fire, enlivened the spirit of defiance on the streets of the UK. Churchill's "We shall fight on the beaches" speech was a declaration not merely of resistance, but of indomitable human will. It was a proclamation that in the face of adversity, the spirit of freedom would never, ever be extinguished. he had a voice, and with it, he ignited a flame of hope that burned bright even through the darkest days of war. He had a voice, and he changed the world. Today we stand at the crossroads of history. Keep the timeless lessons imparted by the masters and the voices of the past. Never forget the power inherent in your own voice, the power to challenge injustice, to champion equality, and to shape the course of humanity. You're not merely students of political science, you're the leaders of tomorrow, and with leadership comes responsibility. The responsibility to use your voices to advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves, to stand up for justice and equality, and to champion causes that reflect the very best of our shared humanity. In our voice lies the ability to become and choose leaders who invest in building bridges, not walls, books, not weapons, intellectualism, not ignorance, stability, not fear and terror, peace, not chaos, convergence, not segregation, justice, not lawlessness, preservation, not destruction, and truth, not lies. You have a voice. Now you go change the world. Congratulations, class of 2024.